Alright, so today in this review, I'll be reviewing this Moyu Dianma 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. Now, start off with it just looks like a normal, ordinary 3x3. Except for that you can see the centers are a little bit different shape than what's to it normally. See, on a normal cube, which is this way long right here, one of the predecessors to the Dianma. And size-wise, it's the same as a normal 57mm cube. The turning of it is super fantastic. It's one of the best 3x3s I've tried in a long time. Corner cutting on this cube is fantastic. Costs that much. A little bit more. Like about 45. A little bit more than 45. Just about 45 right there. You can cut through it. Reverse corner cuttings is really awesome. Right about there. There it goes. The turning of this is fantastic. Now, when I first got this, I've noticed when I first did the M slices and stuff like that, I felt that my fingers were getting caught. So I took the corners and modded it just slightly at taking a file, sanding it down some to prevent the finger from catching on it. Because when you turn it, your fingers will go straight over this point and it will get caught. And so here's a picture of what I did in great detail. As you saw from the picture, I did sand those parts down. It's just a very small amount that I sand down. And yeah. So, comparing it to Way Long, I would say it's much better than Way Long. Way better than Way Long. Way Long's corner cutting's about there. Corner cutting for this, the Way Long version 2. So right now I'll be getting into the mechanism and comparing the mechanism to the Way Long. Which this Dianma has a very similar mechanism to a Way Long, but it has a definitely more resemblance to a Dancy than anything else. And a few other cubes too, that it has some similar mechanism to, which I don't have the other cubes that it has a similar resemblance mechanism to it. So, first of all, I'll compare the mechanism to Way Long. Way Long's mechanism is like this, with the center sticking out. The Dianma is not much. Corners, somewhat similar. Edges, nah. But if you can tell, there's definitely a hole. Like, it's definitely see-through. This whole see-through. And yeah. Now, comparing the edge to a Dancy edge, which this is a Dancy edge, along the Dianma edge, very similar edge. Corners are very similar to a Dancy too. But overall, the Dianma is a really awesome cube. It retails for $13. I think $13, but overall, yeah. And also, with the Dianma, it does have that split, corner. It does have the split corner part, but it's, alright. So yeah, there is definitely a stickerless version out there. Now I'll do some quick example solve so that you can get an idea of how this works. Alright. So that was a 47 song. 47-second song. Yeah. I'll do another song, but to give you another idea of how it works. That was 44-second song. So yeah, I think you get the idea of how this works. It's a pretty good cube with some decent turning and decent corner cutting and all that. It's a really good puzzle to get. I highly recommend buying it. So overall, it's one of those cubes that is highly underrated as of right now. Not very many people like it, but a lot of people like it too. It just suits some people's turning style. If you like a cube that's fast, but controllable, I would recommend getting this. But if you like a very fast cube that's somewhat uncontrollable, I would highly recommend get the Way Long. But overall, it's a really good cube.